I passed my driving test in 2025 with 0 faults, completely no faults, no minors, no majors, no nothing. And in this video, I'm going to give advice and 5 key factors on how I passed, which may help you pass your driving test. If you are looking forward to this video, make sure to subscribe and make sure you stay until the end, because there is going to be crucial points throughout the whole video that you don't want to miss that could potentially help you pass your driving test. Point number 1, and this is a nice, easy, simple point, anyone can do it, okay? And it is basically put the hours into driving. Put the hours in and put the money into driving lessons. I know it sounds simple and it's pretty obvious, but the more hours you do, the more practice you do, the better you become. All right, so we're all on board. We're all on board. Okay, cool. But genuinely, I've heard so many people that try and do no hours, think they're good at driving, and fail 2-3 times. Brother, sister, you wonder why you're failing, because you're not putting the hours in. So put the damn hours in. I understand that putting more hours in means putting a lot more money in, and damn, they are expensive. I do understand that. Driving lessons are very expensive, but name me one thing that's not expensive. Go on. I'll wait. Everything is so expensive nowadays. See it as an investment. Put that money into your future, your beautiful car, your driving, your freedom. And then it'll pay off in the end. It'll pay off in time. You don't have to take buses or public transport anymore. Because man, that sucks. Man, that sucks. Okay, it's good to have public transport, but man, it sucks. But yeah, see it as an investment. Put the hours in, put the money in, put the time in, and you will pass. I'm liking this energy. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm quite excited to do this video. So yeah, I'm excited to just give knowledge away. I like this. Point number 2, and I honestly believe this is the most crucial point out of the 5, and I'm not clickbaiting. This ain't no... I'm genuinely serious about this, okay? My advice is buy a car. Buy a car that you can practice in. And I understand that sounds a bit crazy, like, oh, you know, where am I going to get money for a car and do lessons? Yeah, I understand that, but just try and buy a car while you're learning. Trust me, it helped me so much. As you can see, I bought a beautiful little Vauxhall Corsa, which I'm so happy with. It is such a nice car. It's so reliable. It looks clean. It looks so clean, and I'm so happy with it. I got it for cheap, and to run it is so cheap. Yeah, it was hard to balance the expenses for the car and the driving lessons, but oh my god, did it make it so much easier. It made it so much easier. Let's do pros and cons. The pros to it: I had extra time, free of charge, if you want to call it. All I had to pay for was fuel and obviously tax and insurance to be on the road. But I wasn't paying like however much for lessons, and I can go wherever I want and I can practice whatever I want. So that was nice, and it was nice to actually drive my own car, have a bit of freedom. Of course, if you buy your own car, you have to have someone in the car with you that's been driving. I think it's over 3 years with a clean license. Luckily, I had loads of people, so thank you to everyone that was helping me when I was doing that, by the way. Another pro is, you know, you can practice those reversing, those parking maneuvers. They're tricky. They are tricky. I don't care what anyone says. They are tricky, but the more practice you put into it, the easier it is. You know, like I said previously about putting the hours in and putting the time in and the money in, do the exact same for the maneuvers to make it easier when you're on your lesson. Highly recommend that you follow what your driving instructor is teaching you and do it that exact way, and just do that over and over and over and over, and it does become easier. It's crazy how that works. It becomes easier. Dumped loads of hours into going into Tesco Sainsbury's car park and doing reversing drills, the exact drill like 20 times, and the person in the car was just like, oh man, can we do something else? And I was like, no no, I don't want to drive anywhere else. I want to do the reverse bay parking into the left, because that's the I need to practice. And do you know what, I'm grateful that I did, because, well, you know, I passed first time. 0 faults, by the way. The other pro is that you feel pretty cool because you have your own car, you're practicing your own car, you know. It's pretty cool. Like, it is pretty cool to practice in your own car. But the complete con to that is you got to put those stupid L plates on. And if I'm being honest, they just attract, because man, I got a lot of grief when I was a learner. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, nah, that wasn't enjoyable. So putting those stupid L plates on, obviously it's a legal requirement and I always did, but yeah, that just attracted. So Yeah, that is a massive con. Another con, obviously, is you're going to have to pay a lot more each month. So you've got to pay for fuel, tax, insurance on the car. And on top of that, you've got to pay for your lessons. So, I mean, you can reduce the lessons if you want to, but I would highly recommend you just maintain the amount of lessons that you're doing, plus do practice outside of your lessons, because it's just gonna make it easier, and suffer for a few months of less money, but then once you pass, you have all the freedom in the world and you can spend it on whatever you want. So it's a con and a pro, but more a con because it's very expensive. To be honest, I think that's all the cons for buying a car to practice in. There's a lot more pros than cons to buy a car if you're actually able to do it. So I highly recommend you do that. So yeah, go on Facebook Marketplace, or WeBuyAnyCar.com, and go buy a little car to mess about in and practice those maneuvers. Point number 3, and I think a lot of people don't do this, and I don't know why you don't do this, because this is key, okay? This is key. You have to do it. Otherwise, you're going to have your driving instructor on your case about it. Pass your theory test, man. Like, come on. Like, pass that theory test. Get it done. Get it out of the way, so then you don't need to stress about it. Because if you don't, your driving instructor is just going to get on your case about it. I passed my theory test second try. I know, it's disgusting. I didn't even pass first time. How embarrassing. But at least I passed it. Honestly, driving instructors will get on your case about not passing your theory. So get that theory under your belt, because then that is one less thing that you need to stress about and worry about. Because to be honest, you'll probably be thinking about it every lesson, because you know your driving instructor is going to be like, oh, gonna pass that theory test anytime soon or what? Like, pass that, get it out of the way. It's like 40 odd quid. Get it done first, second, third time. It doesn't matter how many times it takes, just get it done, get it under your belt, and then move on. Speaking of moving on, point number 4, get a good driving instructor. And I know it's so cliche to say that, and it's so vague and like, oh yeah, but how do you know they're good until you try? If it comes to it, try multiple different driving instructors, dabble around. Do you know what I'm saying? Just find someone that kind of suits to your learning. I was very lucky. I'm going to give a massive shout out to Chris here. The instructor that I had was so good. He catered towards how I learn. I told him that I'm more of a visual learner. I'm more of a person to push me in that deep end, let me try it, and then critique how I do. Obviously in a safe manner, and he was always in control anyway. But he sort of gave me that freedom, was like, right, go do that. And if you can't do it, I'm going to tell you that you can't do that. And I'm going to tell you how to do it properly. And I much preferred that. So find an instructor that kind of caters to your learning. And also communicate with your instructor. They won't know how you want to learn, or how you find stuff easier and difficult without you telling them. So be open with your instructor if possible. And, if you don't click with that instructor, there's plenty of them out there. Massive shout out to Chris. He's so good. I highly recommend him. So thank you, Chris. You're an absolute legend. How many minors or how many attempts did it take you to pass your driving test? Put it in the comments below. I'd love to find out people's answers, and let's see if there's any other Zero Fault members. And my 5th and final point of today's video is be confident. Be confident in your ability, be safe when driving, and be patient. I'm going to explain all 3 of these right now. So be confident in your ability, because confidence gets you everywhere in life. Confidence can take you to the highest level in this life, and I truly believe that, and especially in driving. Be confident that you can get in that car and do what you have learned, and show to your instructor that you know what you're doing. You've got to be confident out on the road, because you have to fit in with the traffic. You've got to make sure you're not in anyone's way. So look, be confident in your ability. Just do what you've been taught. It's light work, my brother. It's light work. This is a nice, easy one. Obviously, be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah, pretty obvious, really. Just be safe. Don't be an idiot. And be patient. Honestly, I think this is a very key thing, especially in driving. You've got to be patient. If you don't pass the first, second, third, fourth, or whatever, 5th time or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's no rush. Obviously, I know people get excited and you want to go and get in that car and explore the world, but you've got to be patient. And another thing, this is kind of like scenario based. So say you're driving in the car, right? You're going down a residential road and you've got parked cars on either side. You've got to make sure that you've got enough space, right? And I learned this first-hand experience, okay? You're driving down the road, right, blah, 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 and there's a car coming towards you, okay? A bigger looking car, like a van looking car, okay? This isn't a hypothetical, this has happened to me, so this is a real life experience. Don't think anything bad, by the way, too. Like, I'm about to say this story. No crashes or nothing happened, don't worry. I was confident that everything was going to be fine. I just needed a bit of help from my driving instructor, okay? Driving in the car, going down the road, there's a van coming towards me, parked cars either side. What am I going to do? Instead of doing the correct thing, I did the wrong thing, which was trying to go. Who do I think I am? I'm a learner. The space of the car. I don't know these things. Who did I think I was? I was about to go out, thought I had plenty of space, and my driving instructor braked hard. Damn right he did, because I did not have enough space. So what did I need to do to be in the correct thing there? I needed to just pull in a little bit and just be patient. Don't try and take stupid gaps. Don't try and do stupid things while you're learning, especially don't do it on your exam, because you will fail. I didn't do that on my exam, I only did it on a lesson. But did I learn? Yes, damn straight I learned. Who did I think I was trying to get through a gap? I was coming with parked cars either side. Not happening. And I learned that the hard way. But yes, be patient out on the road. If you can't fit into something or it just doesn't feel right, don't go. Don't go and wait. And especially on your exam, do not do anything brave on your exam. So they were my 5 key factors on how I pass and how I believe everyone would pass. So I hope it has helped anyone watching. If you are a learner, I hope it helped you or put you in the right path and try to pass this year. It is tough. It's tough out there. It's a scary thing learning to drive, but it's also amazing and it's fun. So enjoy it. I want to just add this in as well. I know I said 5 key factors, but I kind of want to give some insight on the actual exam day to people that have their exam coming up or in the future. So then you get a bit more of an understanding on actually how the day goes. So let me tell you. I'll tell you what I did on my day. So I actually booked a 2-hour lesson on that day. So I had an hour before, and then obviously I need an hour to travel home. I got my instructor's car. I drove to my test center, which I think massively helped me because I was in the car, I was driving, I was practicing, I was prepping myself, ready to get to that test center. And if anything, like, I think sometimes, especially on lessons for me, when I first start up on a lesson, I feel a bit shaky. I'm a bit hesitant to go, and I'm like, oh god, I'm shaking. Like, I think by me doing an hour lesson beforehand really helped and got rid of those little cobwebs and the nerves initially. So yeah, we then get to the test center. I pull up perfectly, absolutely fine, and we go in the test center and we meet the examiner, which was fine. At this point I could feel a little bit of nerves and a bit of butterflies, and I was more excited than anything, to be honest. The reason for this is because I was confident with myself. I was like, I've been taught everything I need to know. I'm pretty confident in every maneuver. I know all the show me, tell me questions, which, by the way, practice the out of them, because there's literally like, I think 15 or 18 questions and they can ask you any of them. So make sure you're prepped for that. But yeah, I walked in pretty confident. And I was like, right, well, what will be and what won't. So let's get in this car and let's drive. Once you've met the examiner, you've got to do an eyesight test. So you've got to look from a certain distance. I'm not sure the actual distance. Read out a nice license plate. Boom, well done, you've completed the first task. And while you're walking to the car, the examiner might ask you a show me, tell me question, which for me they did, which was great, and it was actually one of the easier ones, so thank you for that. They were all easy, I practiced them. They were all going to be easy because I practiced them. You get in the car, you set yourself up, and off you go. And there's only 3 options that can happen in the car. You're either going to follow directions of the examiner, sat nav, or signs. They're all light work. They're literally all light work, okay? I had it where, you know, he just told me where to go in certain directions, and then he set the sat nav up and he pretty much chilled out. I was just like, you might as well just get comfy. I'm going to take you for a little drive, a little spin, and then back we go. Obviously, you can get one maneuver. I think it's one reverse maneuver or one maneuver in general. So I actually got the one where it's pull up on the right and reverse backwards parallel. I think it's 3 or 2 car lengths. Easy. I mean, I practiced it and I was like, yes, that's probably one of the easier ones, so thank you for that. And then they'll get you to pull up on the left about 25,000 times, because that's literally all I had, about pull up on the left, drive off, pull up on the left, drive off, pull up on the left, drive off. And I'm like, man, are you going to test me on my driving or pulling up on the left? Because if that's the case, and I've just got A stars, you know what I'm saying? I've got no minus and no faults on that. But yeah, anyway, we did the route and it was absolutely fine. Get to the test center. Congratulations, you have passed. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait to get home and get in my car. That's a bit of an insight to the actual exam day. Maybe that's helped you and maybe got more of an understanding. To be honest, it's fine. Don't stress it too much. I know you're probably going to be nervous on the exam day, but just treat it as another lesson. That's what I did. I treated it as another lesson, and that actually helped me massively. So good luck. Go get that pass, and if not, try again. But you can always try again. If you did enjoy today's video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it to someone that you know is learning. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay blessed.